sipping, I'm 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 sipping.
Sipping, I'm 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 sipping.
Yeah.
Headset on. Sipping, I'm 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 sipping.
This is Sippin' with Sammie. I am Sippin' with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together. And we in this bitch.
Yo.
Like a fetus. And today, I have two gentlemen sitting with me today. Introduce yourselves, please.
Hey, I'm Summers.
I'm Cinderello. We're part of Vanilla Durango, a music group.
Summers and Cinderello.
The male version, yes.
So we answered that one already. Cool.
I knew you was
Got that one out the
coming.
way. Cinderello. Where did Cinderello come from?
Well, it started off as a shot towards me from him while
Okay.
we were writing lyrically. He was basically calling me Cinderello as like I was unhappy with what we were writing and how we were writing it. I was
Oh,
never.
you was being a brat.
Yeah. So he's like, okay,
Which happens
Cinderello.
from time to time.
And then after that,
In creation,
I said, you know what? Let me shove it in his face. I'm gonna call myself that.
He owned it. He hit me with the Uno reverse, and then I was like, oh.
That's how I got my name. Somebody was talking shit to me. I said it works.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What about you?
Summers, I think
With
it's
one M. Because you said it to
sure,
me with one M.
yeah, with one M.
You didn't even officiate
Yeah.
Work
Dude,
in
it's crazy.
progress.
No, it's a work in progress. I think it fits my personality. With this project, we're doing things a little different. Before, remember we did like that Beach House Currency thing. I always been me, so I'm trying a little something different. See how it is,
I heard that. You on your Bruno Mars.
Life is nothing without risk.
Yeah,
So,
we're having some
That's
fun.
that's
with it.
why we're doing what
Vanilla
we're doing.
Durango.
You know what a vanilla Durango is?
Fuck no.
You want to take a guess?
No. I'm not. That sounds like something
You wanna
very
tell me?
dangerous to guess at.
Go ahead, tell me.
Is it a drug?
What is it?
It
Summers?
could be.
It's a It's a mystery.
It's a mystery. Yeah,
Vanilla Durango. So this isn't a vehicle.
we've heard that as well.
Some say.
Some say it could be some say it could be a drug being done in the vehicle.
Cause see, like I heard the record, right? That you sent me, and it's very explicit, and it's very kinky, and it's a vibe though. Like got the club, the whole thing going in it, and I'm listening to it, and then when I see Vanilla Durango, I'm like, that sound like why they getting freaky, like it's the drug.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, I like that. I'll give you credit for that. We're gonna roll with that.
I think you had it
It's
first.
good.
I think you just not gonna admit to it. You don't want to tell us what you was on when you made that song. It's cool. It's cool. We ain't gonna out you today. But how did you two guys come together? How do you get with somebody that you would refer to as Cinderella and respect? And respect them?
And the end of that is the most important.
Like you the damn Cinderella ass motherfucker. Like that's crazy. I ain't call no grown man peaches. What you?
So
Yeah.
so actually we've known each other for a long time. So I'll take it back. The backstory. I was working at a gym years ago, like 10, 12 years ago.
Fuck out of here.
And then ready, Sam, you know what? Shit's about to be called crying with Sam. Let's not take it there yet.
You're gonna hit him where it hurts.
You guys don't do it.
Put it up earlier. It was the easy
No,
one.
no.
Little butt. I wasn't swinging for
Nah,
the
it's
fences.
all right,
Little
all
butt.
right. You stepping up to the plate.
Yeah,
you know what I
little
mean?
butt.
Just getting ready.
Yeah.
So we worked at a gym, and back in the day, I was doing my thing. I had the girls, that would come to the gym. I'd see them all the time, be chilling with them. All of a sudden, I started seeing him hanging out with this other dude. Right? And I'm like, and the next thing I know, he starts working at the gym too. It ended up being Cinderello.
I'm that other dude.
But at the time,
Obviously.
I hated this motherfucker. Let me tell you what, like, he was always like that other dude. And then there was like that just animosity for no reason. Like the vibe was fucked up. Anyway, we started working a couple shifts together, and like 3 shifts later, it was like, I guess he's all right. And then like, a couple shifts after that, it was like, you want to hang out? And here we are 10, 12 years
then
later,
y'all
and I'm
started
calling
dating.
him Cinderella.
Yeah, you set that up all kinds of crazy.
That sounded crazy.
You set that up.
Dude started dating and we left the girls at the gym.
We're not doing this, no. You know what, Sam? Sipping with Sam's about to be banned, dog. They're going to cancel your ass. You better watch what you say right
Yo,
now.
man, I didn't know you was political now. That's crazy. You can get
Hey, shit.
So for you, did you feel the vibes? Did you know like you was stepping on toes? You basically jumped in this man's life. Like you stole his life. You stole the
It
girls
was
first.
Say it like it is.
It was unbeknownst to me that this was even going on.
Your girls were treating him so good, he decided to get a permanent residency.
He did. And that shit crazy?
They was taking better care of him than you.
Probably.
They
Now-
pulled him in. You was
fucked
already.
Now, this all came out later. This came out later. I didn't even know about
You
this
didn't know?
till
So you never
years
felt
later.
it. You never felt it. You never was like, why does he act
It was
like
a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but I didn't feel like
Well,
that
in
until.
the gym, everybody's a little weird.
Yeah, everyone's on their, their little, they got their thing going on. But
lot of
he tells me
arrogance.
years later, he's like, randomly, we're out
I almost
hanging out.
fucking killed
Yeah,
you,
he's
bro.
like, I almost beat the shit out of you. And I'm like, what? I was like, all right, I didn't know any of that. And he's telling me the whole story. And then I started thinking, I was like, you know what? It makes sense. I was getting the evil eye. This man was looking at me all funny. So
And then he decided if you can't beat him, join him. You a vicious motherfucker.
He
Why?
is.
Why
He's a
me?
villain. He's a villain.
He's a whole villain.
Why you gotta be a villain?
My man Crimson over here, man. The fire starter.
So off of that,
That was hilarious. Though.
We've
I needed
been-
that story. That is a clip.
I'm done telling now. No, I'm done telling stories, bro. I'm about to, and then I almost beat up Michael B. Jordan, man. You want to hear clips? I'll make some clips.
Did you
I'm done
watch,
telling you personal
Did you watch
stories.
that episode?
I did. I watched some of it.
It's hilarious, ain't
Crazy.
it? I was like, so you wanted to? All right.
That's a hell of a story.
That's a great story. Even to just be like, I seen him out downtown with this little chick and ran up on it. Like what? Like I don't even like. If he would have just said that, I would have been happy. He went into the what happened after that. I was like, this is amazing. Like this is phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall for that.
Bro, I get some good stories on here. Like,
I bet
it's
you
a
do,
blessing.
man.
It's a blessing. I don't even know what to expect. But so then when did it get to the creative part? How did we decide that we gonna lock in together? Like, was he sidelining while you was doing all the other shit?
So I knew once we started talking about music stuff, I had a different musical past than him. I kind of grew up doing like instruments and shit. I played sax, piano, guitar.
Sax is a motherfucker.
Nasty, a saxophone boy.
Sax,
And-
I love the sax. I can't play it, but I love a good.
So we initially linked on that,
I love some good sax
and
too.
yeah,
killed that.
he told me about his whole group, and his stories from the past, and we randomly just talking to each other. We were like, why don't we link up and try some music stuff? We were into the same types of bands, like the same types of music. Went over his house. We vibed for a little bit, but I think at that time, this was what year was this?
Bro, this is a long time ago.
We're
Like I said,
talking
like
a
10
decade
years
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the time, I think our mindsets were just in different spots. We tried, but you could just tell it just wasn't right at that moment. We were like, all right, we kind of gave it a pause.
Can I pause you right there and interject? So at that time, why is that funny, man?
Here we go, because here comes some bullshit. You know it's
the
coming.
way
Do you
You do
listen?
it.
Do you want a story or not?
listening.
No, matter of fact, go ahead.
Get the fuck out of
Go
here. I'm
ahead,
not doing this
no.
with you today. Go ahead, man. You crazy
ahead.
as shit.
Now you're Cinderella.
I'm gonna call you
Come
by
on.
your other name.
So-
Go ahead, man.
So, it's fucked up.
Come on,
So
Summer.
the same way I know Sam, it was from this guy EA, right? And I knew EA, and around this time he was doing like some kind of show, and me and G were like, "Oh, we can get on this show. Let's try to put this song together, right?" So we put this song together, and if you thought what we're doing now was explicit, it was like the most explicit, corny, horrible mash of shit that you probably ever heard.
Time out. You motherfuckers is every man's worst nightmare. The two personal trainers at the gym is the freakiest motherfuckers in the
They're
gym.
getting pissed and writing love jets.
Yo, man.
We went for shock value.
We went for shock value.
That's how I knew we weren't right yet. Yeah.
So at one point, like, we didn't have anything recorded. We tried to put this song together, and we had a guy that we were doing. It was a Christian album, I was playing guitar in the album. We were a studio musician, and he was doing saxophone. And we hooked up with this guy, and we tried to record at his studio. Now, at one part of the song, it's horrible. It said, bitches to the left, bitches to the right. And then literally, like, it got to that and the record stopped. And he's like, oh, we're not doing it here,
we're not
gentlemen.
doing this at all.
Oh, we're not doing it. Nope. So the song got shut down. We ended up doing one of EA's shows, which was like a house in West Philly. And we walked in and Cinderello was like, I hate you. What? I'm going to call my mom and tell her I love her.
No, I
shit.
didn't.
Yo.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
But we did it. We performed. And then after that,
Should we get
took
a police
little
station at our location? That's funny.
We dropping pins like, yo. Yeah. But anyway, so that's kind of where we were at then. It was very immature. We weren't doing it to do it. We were kind of feeling each other out and going off of whatever else was happening around us. That'd be pretty fair to say, right? So you can go back to your stories when to drop the EA.
He always makes the story more creepy when he interjects, though. You know that, right?
Why is that creepy?
You heard the same shit I heard, right? Okay, go ahead.
What
So
was
back to
creepy
you.
about that?
Where are we at? Where are we at in the story?
You at y'all bought it together. You couldn't figure
We
it out.
didn't finish the music. We played that show. And then at that point,
Yeah, we just realized we're at different places in our life. It wasn't working out. And then we just kind of,
Look at it.
it just, you know what it was? We weren't, I don't think, lyrically, obviously we weren't mature enough. Musically, we were there, but we didn't know
How to
put it together in a professional way. So we kind of faded off. And then what year did we get back in?
2017.
2017. I ended up, so we didn't talk actually for a while, not because we weren't boys, but just we went on different
Apparently, it
stuff.
scarred people.
So, yeah, it's all me. Yeah.
Apparently, shit got weird.
So I see him on the treadmill at the same gym we met at. Same gym we met at.
All right, so now it sounds like a love story.
No.
dude. Now
Listen, it's a bro story. It's a bro story. And I'm like, yo, where you been at? He did a little traveling. I did, a little bit of my own thing. And then we were like, you still doing music? And I told him at the time, when we first started, I didn't sing. I did none of that. I was just trying. I was saying I was a singer. Was not. It was horrible. In that time that we didn't see each other, I started singing a lot, like doing online lessons and shit like that.
Dope.
And got a lot better. I told him, we should link up. So we linked. After that, he was cool with it. And once he picked up the guitar and started freestyling the guitar and I sang a little bit, we were like, oh man, we're in a way different spot than before. And I was like, this is something real
So
special.
this is 8 years later? No, 17 was
7 years later.
7 years later.
7 years later.
And that wasn't the end all be all because it took a while for us to get the music production right and all that other
You still
stuff.
called him Cinderella.
He wasn't Cinderella then.
No, I'm saying, like, I know it took time to get everything together because you still talk about him complaining. Like, that's still a thing.
Even though it sounds like you complain it.
He got a name from it, yeah.
Nah, it's a blessing. But it's
I don't even know what's happening right now.
But it's interesting though because timing is everything, right?
Yeah, 100%.
That's
You see what I'm saying? And it's
exactly.
like a lot of the times when things don't work, especially creatively, motherfuckers just put black over that box, and that box is not
Never
to
open
be
it. Mm-hmm.
open again. It's out of the. It didn't work. It's not going to work.
Right.
Becomes the mentality.
Yes.
So, but what happens in between with y'all two is you have life experiences, you meet more artists, you start creating different things. You went and actually worked on your fucking craft in a real way. Like you took it seriously to identify where your strong suits was and how to get the best out of your tool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when y'all came back together, just like creatives should do, there was growth there, and not necessarily what y'all already assumed that each other had been doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
so that's fly.
yeah.
Because that means that y'all never gave up on each other completely. Y'all never gave up on yourselves.
Yeah.
For sure.
You see what I'm saying? So that's fly. I fuck with that. Fuck with that. I'm joking a lot because the story is fucking hilarious.
I get
Like I'm right around com.
It's gonna be on Netflix.
It's a bro story.
It's gonna be shit. Gonna be cranberry Durango, cranberry Cherokee.
Cherry.
Mocha Avalanche.
Oh,
Ooh, I like that. Mocha Avalanche.
It sounds like we're just making ice cream. At this point.
I'm getting hungry. I don't know what the hell we talking about, but I'm ready for some snacks.
Nah, that's dope. But what do we classify genre wise, energy wise? What we putting out as Vanilla Durango? Because I heard the vibe from the you only sent me the one.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's I would say at this point we're kind of pop, R&B, reggaeton blend of things. We just put out Cuffing Season, which was our first EP for the project, and that was a swirl of all that stuff, like lo-fi R&B to the reggaeton song you heard to a kind of a weekendy pop song. Mm-hmm. We have an appreciation for everything, but we're kind of throwing a couple things out there and seeing how it moves and building. We're already on to creating, the next vibe, which will kind of be in the same lane, almost like a pop weekend, Tory Lanez, Bad Bunny swirl.
We used to fight.
Fusion is huge nowadays. I swear.
We used to fight our genre hard. We would say we would create in accordance to an audience, and we would say, all right, we're only doing R&B, and we would just force ourselves down that lane. And when we realized we took a step back in that time apart. Actually, no, this was after. This was like 2017. We did a couple songs R&B, did a couple songs pop, and we realized like we're
emo trap. He wasn't trying to bring up the emo trap phase, but it was there.
It happened.
It happened.
Definitely happened.
What would happen is he was making all the beats, the master beats, and he'd send them to me, and I knew what kind of mood he was just by the beat he would send. It'd be like some dark shit, and I'd be like, oh, he's in a bad mood. He's in a bad mood. Or if it's like some pop reggaeton, I was like, he just had a girl over last night.
Yo, that's funny.
That's what boys do. Decode that shit.
That's
I don't
funny.
gotta say nothing.
I fuck
We were
with it.
speaking Morse code.
We were speaking
Morse code just through your beats.
Yep. That's it,
But then we just thought after we did this project Cuffing Season. We just thought, why force it? Got a reggaeton beat, got a pop beat, got an R&B / like a hip hop style interlude. Let's just make all of it like a charcuterie board of tracks because we kind of flow through like a bunch of those genres.
Is the song that you sent me released yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't drop the official video or the visualizer or anything for it, but it's on Spotify, Apple.
When you guys are creating these vibes, are mushrooms involved?
No.
No mushrooms?
No.
Okay. I'm just asking.
Actually, no.
Because when you trying to fuse 8 different fucking genres.
But the thing is, we're not trying to do it. It's like, I guess that from our own style.
Well, you're actually doing it, but in the beginning, it's an attempt at.
It's kind of just like subconscious. Like,
okay, so that's where you wind up.
I like this type shit. I like this type shit.
We laying there.
When we put it together, it's kind of a little bit.
Okay, that makes sense.
Kind of like it's the journey too, is where we kind of determine where it goes.
And even so, Cuffing Season it's low key kind of a concept album. It's pretty generalized, I guess, about like a relationship pattern. Kind of takes you through meeting somebody, everything's good. I think that the song that you heard, One and Only. It's a good vibe.
No, that's a vibe. That's a vibe. I fuck with that.
And then the second song, Happy, kind of takes you to a place of almost like second guessing some of it a little bit. Like, you know how it is when you start to see some of the cracks and shit. Like,
when you start thinking, can I do this forever?
This ain't what I thought it was.
She was cool, but forever like this?
Or you reflect on, maybe it's going down a certain path, you reflect on how it was. You know what I mean? Like, you could be so happy. That's what we say in the track. And it's like, that's what we heard when we jumped into the cold water, and now it never got warm. We're still in the cold water. You know what I mean? So then it takes us into our last track, Out of Love, which...
Out of Love is just like... It's that ugly ending, man. You know what I'm saying? When the shit goes completely left, and you're sitting there like, yep.
So when shit goes left, are you two the type to drag it out or the type to cut it right off? No,
it's a cutoff.
You
like on the record,
you got a hard out. I'm out at 3 p.m. and it's over. That's how you treat the relationship.
On the record, I would say so, right? There's a little lingering. Is there ever a hard cutoff?
Yeah, there's no. I mean,
I don't know. I'm asking you guys.
I'd say for majority, I feel like the door's always cracked open.
There's always or some bullshit
because there was love there. There's something there.
There's a history.
It wasn't all bullshit.
Yeah, it's all history.
Right.
I'm just interested because this shit is funny because they say you take just as long to fall out of love as you do to fall in love, or you take just as long to break up as you do to fall in love, and that's a lot of wasted time sometimes.
Yeah,
And-
no,
and-
that's, yeah,
that's probably the
real.
same amount of emotion too on both ends. You know, falling in love,
Absolutely.
you're feeling overwhelmed, and then when you break up, it's the same feeling of overwhelming, like sadness or regret. You know what I
You
mean?
killed that. I
know
like
what I mean?
that. You got right about it.
That's why he's Cinderella, dog.
He killed that.
Yeah.
That was
Good.
very well
It
said.
is, man. It's definitely a process for sure. That's why everybody always says, "What you gotta be careful who you love, right? Who you invest your time in,
Energy is a motherfucker.
And giving your energy
Right?
away.
Energy
Yeah.
is a motherfucker, man.
because that shit could be scary, man. You be out here letting your dick make decisions for you, bro.
Yeah,
It's gonna go down a place you probably don't want it to go.
I'm not a young man no more, so sir, that's like the least of my problems at this point. But I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I've had days when I was like, shit, if I start at noon, by 2 in the morning,
Right.
I should have. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's crazy because your energy is all over the fucking place.
It's off, yeah. It's
It,
just
it
off.
does nothing for you in the long run, and all you doing is going from crap game to CeeLo game to baccarat to roulette.
You're in it 24/7.
And-
Yeah.
And the house always wins.
And the house always wins.
Every time.
And you can't afford to take no
Even-
losses like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if you got a great hand, you holding it like, oh, I
like,
got this shit. I got it. Nope. You still gonna lose.
It's crazy. So like that's how I look at it. Like I you know, motherfuckers say I threw my dick on the crap table millions. I'm like, nah, motherfuckers go from craps to CeeLo to roulette. Like your lifestyle is a gamble that's never in your favor.
No.
But
you ain't
the
never
rush,
gonna win.
the rush is the rush. But what does a rush get you except rush somewhere negative?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
If we were to rush our first project, for instance, we would have crashed and burned.
Yeah,
You know what I mean, we probably would end up hating each other.
oh, I'd have been laughing at something different during the interview.
yeah,
I'd have been
yeah.
like, you sent me that shit?
yeah.
You know I did radio, right?
Sam will have all the greatest hits. Listen to this shit.
I did FM, I did internet, I done talked to everybody. I ain't never. It's like, no, right? I doubt it was that bad.
You know
But
what? Some people too, the scary reality of it is if you're used to toxic, that shit is like a drug. Like
You get addicted to
people
toxic.
are addicted to toxic relationships, bad situations, like knowing it's horrible, knowing it's wrong for you, but still fighting for it and let it control your life.
But the same way that energy is energy, attention is attention. If you can never get people's attention doing what you thought was worthy of attention, then you'll get their attention by any means if that's what you need.
That's also
a lot
true.
of people
Very
are
true.
attention seeking people. I always tell the story of the young boy from my neighborhood that used to walk out of his door, walk 3 blocks to the playground, walk up to the group of 20-something kids playing together, and get chased out 5 minutes later by all 20 of them, get beat up, go in the house crying, and come
Yeah.
back down 3 hours later and do the same shit.
Hey, I'm still here.
It's people on the internet that's the same way. There's
Yeah.
people in at your job that's the same way. Like they'll
Yeah.
take the negative because it's attention.
It is.
They'll
Yeah,
take
agree.
it how it comes. So they'll make an excuse. They'll say, "Well, shit, I'm just a troll. I'm the biggest troll." They make it a prideful thing, like as if they would say they was king, like T.I. or some shit. Like, no, I'm
Right.
King Troll. Like that's not really like a thing. Like you giving too much energy to everybody else shit if that's what you do all day.
Facts.
Right.
But these people exist, and it is levels to that shit. Same way he was hating on you in the gym. You know what I mean? It didn't directly affect you, but he might have pulled a couple women away from you without you noticing. He might have threw some salt and some
Or threw
sheets.
some rumors out there like you don't want to
Yeah,
mess with
like,
that.
yo,
You don't
Did you
mess
know
with-
that he
Whoever
did
he
this?
could get to still, whoever he could get to still hang out, heard about you.
That's
He
so
said,
funny.
he said, yo, damn, that's twice. He said, yo, you know this guy never washes his hands when he leaves the bathroom.
He drinks pee in the locker room. I seen it.
Wow, that's extreme. I wasn't
Man,
going
yeah.
to vouch for you going that hard. That's
It was
hilarious.
a joke, man. It
That's
was a
hilarious.
joke. Listen, I'm not making music with a dude that drinks pee in the locker room.
Oh, trust me. Well, we seen who was it? Pacquiao did this shit.
One of them boxers did. Yeah, I remember that.
Motherfucker was like, can't waste none of this shit. He said, I'm just pissing out nutrients.
That's like some Survivor Man shit, bro.
That
You
is
get-
crazy.
You get lost in the mountains. You ain't got nothing to drink.
Let's be honest. As much as we like to make it regular, fighters are gladiators, man.
Oh yeah, modern day gladiators.
There's going to
yeah.
be savagery at some point if you're going to be great at standing in the ring waiting
Yeah.
to see what happens for 50 minutes, 35 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Ready to die in there, man.
Nobody fights for 3 minutes, bro.
No.
You fight for 3 minutes, sit down, and get back up and do it again.
No.
Bro, I seen this thing. I forget the name of it, but there's a new like a fighting league where it's literally like gladiator style. You can headbutt
Bare
them.
fist.
Bare fist, headbutt them. You could bite them.
We knew it was coming.
Like it's like the most raw shit I've ever seen. It's crazy, bro.
I've heard something about a new Fight Club type of thing, like the real Fight Club, but like it's gonna be we be able to see it type of shit, but it's gonna be like reality TV slash the fight.
That's
you
real
know what I mean?
reality TV.
and you got to think those
Because they're
guys.
gonna do backgrounds, you know what I mean, and all of that.
They're really risking, everything for that. And the thing is like you fight for UFC, you fight for a reputable company, you're going to get your money that you agreed upon, it's X, Y, and Z. Everything's laid out. They have plans if something goes left, you get hurt, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are going in there trying to kill people for probably like $200.
Mm-hmm.
Like
200 to 5,000.
Like some
Not
crazy
no money.
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you look at the other side from a business standpoint, and they're like, I can't believe these people are doing this.
Shit.
Yeah.
And they're going to do it anyway because you know where you get them from? All these YouTube videos of backyard brawls.
Oh, yeah, backyard brawls. I watch all of them.
Backyard brawls. Like, unless there's a kingpin in that backyard, it ain't a whole lot of money on that fight.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
true.
And usually when there's that much money on the fight, if I bet 10,000 on you get 1,500.
For sure.
You're not getting $5 grand.
You
You see what I'm saying? The most you're gonna get out of me is 1,500 because you didn't bring no money.
Exactly.
You bought a pair of shorts and enough heart to get out there.
Yeah.
I'm paying for your heart
Exactly.
only.
That's
And
it.
one wrong shot right here that had you not being able to know your daughter name.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is. It's
You see
sad.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing, but there are people out here, and you can't fault people for trying to get out of this situation using what they have
By
at
any
their-
means necessary.
at
yeah.
their disposal.
Yeah.
But the network or the app that picks this thing up is going to make $1 trillion off of them.
Yeah, like oh my god. These guys
And
are
that's when
killing
it gets
each other.
crazy, because 5 years from now, if they still decent, I want to see them being decent.
Yeah.
If
Right.
y'all came up like that.
Right.
But it's always going to be somebody at the bottom that'll. I watched the real quick. I think it was a Viceland video, right? And they was in this country. It was like an island. All the men in the area fish for a living. If you don't want to be a fisherman, you box. Where they fight at, they have a ring that's like wooden, and it's about 3-4 inches off the ground. So everybody that comes from this neighborhood, from this area, they never back up. Like, you can punch them as much as you want, they're standing there. Because if they step off of the side of the ring, there's no ropes or nothing. If they step off the side of the ring, the way that they train, they break their neck, their ankle or something.
Right.
Like, it's literally like a little lift that's so dangerous because you can fall straight off it.
Yeah.
That when they come to America and they stand in that ring, they stand in the middle of the ring.
Yep.
Yeah.
And all they're thinking about is, I ain't gonna be no fisherman.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Crazy perspective. It is,
Yeah.
man.
They don't-
It is.
but that's warrior, that's gladiator warrior
is.
mentality. Like, I'm scared of that. Like, people used to talk about Pacquiao. I'm like, he's fighting for his country, for his religion. You fighting for a bag. He gonna beat 95% of y'all.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. His drive is next level.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, he's fighting for a culture. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's
yeah.
different.
A whole culture. Yeah.
That's different.
And-
He go to a soccer arena, everybody stand up.
Everybody.
100,000 people.
He's
Yeah.
the dude. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's different.
Yeah, and that's one thing. No matter where people come from, what color they are, what orientation, like you can't judge a motherfucker's heart until you see him put that out there, one way or the other, to the world.
Yeah.
And that's a real thing. And then we see what he get back from. He gives to his community and he does a lot. His
Right.
wife said, we gonna go broke. Every day we wake up, there's a line full of people waiting on money. He go out there and head out money before he job.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like, you know what I mean? But just, we get a little off, but not really, because this is conversational. But it's like, you really got to know your place in this thing. And you really got to respect people that's doing what they do. But I just want to make sure that we don't start getting all of this salacious, brutal shit
Yeah.
that just influences so much of it, and the only
Man,
people
shit,
benefiting
yeah.
from it is motherfuckers that already own
Already
8
got it.
grocery
Yeah,
stores
yeah, yeah.
and 3 apartment
Right,
complexes.
exactly.
Like,
Always pushing the boundaries with that stuff, man. I feel like we as humans get desensitized after a while, and it's like, where can we take this?
remember
we
too
can-
much for TV, too raw for TV? the DVDs and shit when they used
Oh
to
yeah,
show all the
yeah,
crazy
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
It's
They're
been
old,
a thing, and then World Star took over,
Yeah, yeah.
and then like now it's just like it's on TV now. You used to have to like share the DVD, like you used to have to know where to get them from and
What
be
about-
secretive and make sure your mom went home. Now that shit is on TV.
Right. Back in the day. You remember Faces of Death? The
What was-
DVD Jones?
The joint with the beheadings and stuff on
Yeah,
it?
with like people just dying all kinds of crazy ways. Another thing, I was like, here, man, I got this crazy shit. You want to see it? It wasn't out there like
No,
that.
it was a black market underground thing. It was like really like
Yeah.
it was frowned upon.
It was.
But you realize that a majority of people loves violent, salacious things, no matter if they go to church every week or not.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why views on like the news and stuff, the
So I was
bad
gonna
stuff
say,
gets
the news,
gets
they
all the
play that
views.
shit every day.
Yeah,
Beating, stabbings, all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
People watch that shit.
yeah,
Yeah, and it's funny because if you watch the news all day, you realize that there's a different news report at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning than there is at 5 and 6 in the morning. And in the afternoon, it's a completely different joint. And in the evening, it's different.
Right.
And then once it goes after 10, it gets back to the same way it was
Yeah.
at 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's like
Cycle.
they're literally feeding the people that they know are watching at these specific time
Sure.
periods
Oh,
the
yeah.
way
Oh.
that they want to be fed. But
They-
the violence is always a part of it. It's just
Yes.
not always as much of it.
yeah.
Right.
They got algorithms and everything to give them all the stuff they need to know.
Oh, yeah, they got
What
the
to feed
best
them, the
numbers.
dopamine. You
You
know?
guys ever see one of them videos? It was where they get different newscasts from all over the country and line them up, and they literally say the same dialogue.
Oh, yeah,
What's
yeah,
the name
yeah,
does
yeah,
that?
And it's like 1, 2,
Jimmy
8, 16. Like, oh shit.
Jimmy does that shit where on the first of the month they all say, "Oh my God, can you believe it's March? Wow, can you believe it's March? God,
Wow,
it's
Yeah.
March.
Yeah.
Yo, it's March
It's
already. Can you
crazy,
believe
right?
it?
Yeah.
And it'll be 50. Like our news in Philly be on there sometimes. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
oh, yeah.
somebody told y'all to say that. Like the way to introduce the month is we have to say this. Like we can't just act like this happens every month.
Yeah,
We can't just
all
say that
scripted.
this is the first of the month and what this month represents. We have to say that, wow, it's the first of the month.
that means there's somebody approving that for
It's
everyone.
all-
That is crazy
narrative
across the
driven.
board. That makes it
Yeah.
like that makes the news like the radio,
Yeah,
where they all owned by the same motherfucker.
Sure. Controlling the narrative.
That's what it seemed like, and I'm sure is probably more so than not. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why a lot of YouTube stuff, like new stuff, gets popular, because it's if you're not controlled by that, you can say what you want, but at the same time, you get restricted easier if you say things that the people don't like.
Sure,
Absolutely.
sure.
So it's tough. It's a tough grind. I mean,
and the
doing
flags
news.
come from the people. It's just like your GPS or whatever that you follow. Like somebody has to tell them that it's a traffic
right.
thing
Yeah.
going on.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Right.
they
Yep.
report it.
And that could be good and it could be bad. Some people are
People
spreading
that-
some
yeah.
nasty stuff.
Right.
Other people are saying truthful stuff. It's tough, man. It's a
It
wild.
is.
It's still the wild wild west. The internet's still
Because
wild
it's
wild
input
west.
based, and that could go from any type of mentality.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Or it could be somebody with a bunch of bots.
Yeah, it could just be all some programmed up stuff, man. So
I'm listening to dudes that was lower level at doing stuff like that, and they're like, yeah, we had like 5-6 laptops in the room, and we run, and they would bounce off of this and that. And I'm like, these ain't even the big motherfuckers. These ain't the people that got millions invested into what they
they
trying
got
to.
a whole warehouse. Of
These is the
crazy
Yeah.
shit.
kids that made a couple thousand off of them people wanting to have. That's crazy. It's big
Crazy,
business
bro.
to steal
Crazy.
y'all shit.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It
Big
really
business.
is.
Big business, because the same way it'll work in your favor, which it really wouldn't, because y'all not in cahoots with somebody that's going to run that kind of scheme for y'all. You
Right.
see what I'm saying?
Right. That makes it a grind.
It makes it harder.
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes it harder because somebody
Crazy.
could run a play at y'all expense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 100%.
Speaking of
You
running
going up
plays,
against Walmart.
Yeah, you ain't
Yeah.
beating Walmart.
Walmart's not what it used to be. It's way bigger now, man.
You going up against Walmart. That's how this music thing is when you independent and when you trying to
It
figure
really
stuff
is.
out. You going
It
up
really
against
is.
Walmart.
Yep.
And it's scary because some of them people that allow themselves to be controlled by bigger corporations, you see them just change.
Mhm.
Say things they would never say, do things they would never do, sing things they would never sing.
And they
Wear
lose their
things.
audience.
Yeah.
Hopefully they gain
Right.
another one that's strong enough to carry them on. But the originals is gone. Like gone.
Like, look
And
at these clowns.
I come from hip hop, so I know. Like I've seen,
Yeah.
I've been to a lot of concerts. I've seen concerts that I was like, oh, the whole hood coming out, and it was all white. And it's like, all right, good for him. Hope he can maintain it.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't how you came in. That's not your.
Not
And
at all.
they like you for a moment. They don't like you for what you do.
Right.
You had a record that they like.
Right, right.
We were trendy. Yeah.
It's hopping on the trends, and then you put out something that pops because it's a trend. that isn't your audience. That's the trends audience that fucks with that song you did that worked for what they like.
What
you
they
know
like.
what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like Wiz Khalifa did Never See You Again. You didn't see him chasing another Never See You Again.
No.
Even though we know he made it the first time.
Right.
That was for a purpose. Until I feel like that or I have to do that, that's commission. I'm gonna keep doing what I do.
Yeah.
Because them shows sell
Facts.
out.
Yeah.
He's able to take bigger acts than him on the road every year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Every year.
He's out with Snoop right now, right?
Yep.
Or he's
For the
about to
second
be.
or third time.
Crazy.
For second or third time.
Crazy.
I was at the joint when the railing broke. Snoop was there.
Oh,
that
really?
night. Yeah, I was there. I was right. I was in the section next to that. Like, everybody started running past us. Like, we standing there, like, trying not to get trampled type of shit. Like, y'all see me standing here. Like, you know how you get kind of aggressive, like, what your motherfucker would.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are they doing? And Wiz and them had came up from the stage to the back in front of the lawn. And it was like an elevated stage in front of the lawn. And they was performing right there. So everybody ran to that section and started pushing. And the railing broke. And thousands of people just fell.
Scary.
Well, hundreds,
So
I would say.
scary, bro.
But like, it was like, I'm so glad I didn't run with the crowd, try to
Trying to
fight
take
the
you right
crowd.
under.
Yeah, like, because you wind up in the middle of stuff and then momentum happens.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
And honestly,
Then you're stuck.
that's a hell of a metaphor for life too.
Absolutely.
Crazy,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely. You know how many people fucked up 20 years of their life for 30 seconds?
True.
Because the
It is.
momentum
Perfect.
hit
Couldn't have
his
said it
peak.
better.
Yep. Exactly that.
Yeah.
Things are
30
set in
seconds.
motion, man. You can't stop a river by putting your foot down. You know what I'm saying?
Don't
Ain't
work
gonna
that way.
happen. Nope.
Don't work that way. You gotta find a way to go with the tide or fight hard enough against it to fucking find safety.
Yep. Just to get
Yep.
out. Yep.
Get out. Yep. Swim to shore, man.
I've been in waves of people just going whoosh. You gotta figure this out. You gotta slow it down in your head. You gotta realize where you at and what's your purpose in this melee.
Right.
and that's how you know your true friends too. From
Absolutely.
others. Because if they still mess at you after you change that tide and you walked out of that river, that metaphor that we use, if they're still there and they're still your boy, and you got a true friend.
Keep him around. He got the gospel and all that. Like, yeah, he talk better than you.
Yeah, but he's
I'm
got the
leaving.
voice.
Fuck
He's
this
got the voice though. He got the
he
voice.
has the best voice.
I told
bro.
him he should do cartoons or something.
People always be like, yo, you one of them. Like, I got a handful of people that I've met and I talked to, and I was like, yo, his voice is crazy. And I don't
Unique.
know if you utilize it to, like, just like you said, y'all fought against the genre and this, that, and the third, right?
Kevin.
You know what I
Josh.
mean? Y'all was pushing back against certain things.
Right.
I don't know if you experiment as much as you should with your pitch, your tone, and your range.
I probably don't. No way.
Yeah.
No way. I would say 0%.
Cause I had a homie one time. What's going on, bro? I had a homie one time, and he told me. He said, what's up with you, homie?" He said, he said, pay attention to Puff Daddy. This was back in the day when Bad Boy was everything. And he was like, yo, Puffy voice squeaky as shit, bro. He said 9 times out of 10, Puff hates his voice. But what is he doing on the track?
Motherfucker used it to make it some money.
To make a
Right,
moment,
right.
to capture energy or whatever. He's just going with it and saying fuck it. And that's the part that y'all sing along to when the hook going.
Isn't that crazy? How that shit works? He'd probably be, I'll turn this shit off. He don't even want to hear it, bro.
I hate hearing myself. You know what I
Same,
mean?
yeah.
Like, this shit, man, listening to this shit get edited is annoying as fuck. I already had the conversation and it's me talking. I don't care that much about what I gotta say. I said it already. You see what I'm saying? So imagine not identifying with your voice or having a voice that's not quite the profile. You gotta lean into that bitch.
I do, bro.
You gotta lean into it.
I don't know where
That's from me to
gonna
you.
go. I
Lean
appreciate
into
it.
that.
Was it?
Make
Was that?
them.
Hold on.
Force
Was that
them.
something nice? Was that something?
That was
nice?
nice.
you were saying?
No, that's
That was encouragement.
man.
That was
That's
encouragement.
Hold on, we got
Yeah.
look at the
That's
camera.
positive.
We gonna smile. That's the,
my guy.
I got something nice out of Sam. 10 years later, I got one fucking nice thing.
I've been
out.
nice to your nut ass the whole time.
Oh damn!
You know what? I tell you, was you with him that day when he came to the station?
No.
He wasn't with you because you brought a few people with you that day, and I gave him some good advice that day. And this is probably one of the things he said. Oh,
Here
fuck
it
with
goes. Look at him. I don't even.
him and his homie came in, and they had on a certain type of sunglasses. And I explained to him that in our community,
Those are cop glasses.
those are police or racist. I don't like black people glasses.
I remember that. It scarred me.
So even though I know that's not your intention, you just walked into the middle of the hood got on camera and said, "Why is everybody looking at me like that?" Because everybody's like, "Who fucking brought the police?"
Well, I know it wasn't those glasses.
No, he was intentional today. He knew not to do it today. I said it already.
I learned from my
But
mistakes,
I said it on
man.
air. I was like, "Yo, like in our community, like you know what I'm saying, like."
He goes, "You might see him on a visor upside down, then you know."
And a golf polo.
A golf polo, bro.
But I had to keep it G with him because he was like, usually the energy is good. Now y'all looking at me because there's 3 of y'all and the sunglasses are weird.
Yo, remember that story I told you? I was at the club and this girl out of nowhere stopped and was like, "Damn, you look like a cop." He was there. He was there for that shit, bro. That really happened.
And
That
she
was
wouldn't let
crazy.
it go.
She wouldn't let it
She wouldn't
go.
let it go.
And like she made such a thing about it. Like everybody's looking at me like, "Oh, he's a cop. What's he doing?"
Somebody sent her over there.
Something fucked up.
Somebody said, "Go check him out." You know what I used to do?
Pat him down.
I used to
Fuck
be
him
at the
real
park,
quick.
right? And if a car pulled up or somebody suspicious was just standing around the park, I had a young boy that'd ask anybody in the world for a cigarette. Yo, hey, how you doing? Can I get a cigarette? Look all in your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Check it out.
she was
Yeah.
filling you out.
She was-
You was about to get lined up if you ain't answer right.
Right?
That was so
I'd never
funny.
make it out.
That was so funny.
That was so funny, man.
No, but goals for the Vanilla Durango. We doing stadiums like when we? Because I want to come. I need to see what a Vanilla Durango energy looks like in
Bro,
real time.
I sent you another song that I asked you to do a verse on.
Yeah, you sent me something with a space on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do that or no?
I
Can I
probably
get a
will.
verbal commitment to the camera? Oh, that's that bullshit.
No, the thing is, no. I'm gonna tell you why. Cause I kind of heard a space on the other joint.
You want to do a one and only remix?
I heard
We can do a one and
I heard
only
a space
remix.
on One and Only that was like that's kind of heavy too, and I could kind of like just trip out on that. Like I don't have to like be lyrical. I could vibe with it
Sure.
because I've done reggaeton, dembo, and all of that
Yeah.
before. So I was like, this might be. So I have to really sit with both of them because I just got the other one recently. You sent me that a day ago, 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So when I'll tell you, but I don't want to confirm the one that you're talking about
You could do
because
it
you
now.
sent
Either
me
is cool.
something
We
else
can do
that
a
I'm
remix.
intrigued by.
Sure.
Okay.
So
Well,
I'm looking at it and I'm like, I got a suggestion on something, and it's a spot in there that if I'm not mistaken, I could get crazy for about 4 to 8 and it'll be perfect.
Honestly,
I don't even
if
need
you're,
a lot of
if you're
love.
feeling that vibe, just do it.
I don't even need a lot
What
of
are we
love.
talking about? Don't fight the current.
Yeah,
If that's the
and
way
that's-
the current's going, right?
I'll sit with it, but I want to come. I'll cross the bridge and I'll do it with y'all.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
I love
Even
that
if I
shit.
create it in front of y'all, like
appreciate
that's not a problem. I work
And that's
pretty- I
how
work
we
pretty
wrote
fast.
ours.
That's what we
I
do.
work pretty fast. I'm not bougie about it. Like I want to be in y'all energy because that might
Sipping, I'm
change my
sipping, I'm
verse.
sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping.
Shout out to Bruno, but like when he came up with that concept, yo,
Just happened.
he already had the beat.
Okay.
I was picking him up for the studio. He said, "Yo, I found this beat." He puts it on in the car. Studio 15 minutes away.
Right.
He like, how'd I have it? I think it was like that. You know, going through the whole, because you know when you fresh with something, you don't always remember exactly your cadence. So then by the time we like damn near the studio, he like, I'm sipping, 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 I'm sipping. And that's really all he had. So I'm always on time. So we get to the studio maybe 20 minutes early. We go in the front room, somebody recording in the back, and we go over it and we come up with the way that we did it back and forth and all the extra words and all of that. But the energy of what he brought was like, that's what I do. I've been standing on couches my whole fucking life. Like I could rap about the club every single day and tell a different story about it. You will never, I'll do you a different cadence because I'm gonna think of a different energy. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say like I've done reggaeton and dembo. Like I know how to get busy with anybody because I've partied with y'all before.
Right.
I've literally been in from the bottom looking up and been at the top with everybody looking at you. In any type of scenario you could think of, from concerts to clubs. You see what I'm saying?
And those experiences shape who you are.
Absolutely.
So that's why your style is the way it is. All of us subliminally we were influenced by our whereabouts. I mean our path.
Absolutely,
You know, so.
because I have this thing where I don't like to talk about a lot of dark shit. I don't like to get too deep. I don't like to get too street and none of that. But I also have this chip on my shoulder where it's like I still deserve to. So I
Kind
wiggle.
of straddle the line.
I wiggle.
Yeah.
I'd say that's part of maturing too. Like you got the chip on your shoulder, you could, but when you get older, you're like I shouldn't.
Right.
It's
I
too
use
much.
it-
Like you said, the 30 seconds for what? 30 seconds of fame or 30 seconds of that
Fuck
outburst
your
for
life
what?
up.
You gotta be
know?
like,
Shit
I
up.
mean, shit. Sipping is dangerous enough. Like on some real shit, we telling motherfuckers, I don't give a fuck about a DUI. And that could be taken how it's taken. But I'm talking about the energy when you're on the couch. Before you call the Uber. Before you tell the bitch to drive your car for you. You ain't thinking about how you getting home. You partying.
Right.
I'm not telling you to get on the road. But that's perception and people are
people are going to take it how they're going to take it.
Right.
So it's like there is responsibility there, but sometimes I got to be able to create for the moment.
Right.
Like we not playing this shit. Don't play it on your way home. Play it when you on the couch.
Right.
Right.
And then get home safely.
Don't get pulled over with me being the soundtrack to your ass whooping.
Well, Sam told me. No.
Cop pull you over, got a license register. Oh, you don't give a fuck about a DUI.
No, not today.
But no, like it is a maturity thing. But then there's still the rebellious part. That's like I still ain't crossed that line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's finding that balance, me
and Gio made 500 bodies when the city was at like 446 or some shit.
Oh shit.
And everybody took a different aspect on the 500 bodies thing. Some motherfuckers was the villains. Some motherfuckers was kicking their shit. I went on there and said they don't understand how we feel here. You know what I'm saying? Like I gave it up for the way that like no, this shit really affects us.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
For sure.
But I can still talk crazy because you don't know the street the way I know the streets of Philadelphia. You don't know these teenagers. I coached them. You know what I mean? I've raised a lot of them, and this shit is fucking scary. I'm not gonna glorify it, but the hook is 500 bodies. I live in a city with like 500 bodies. That's the reality, and we hit that number sooner than we wanted to, yo.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm responsible at that moment. As a young man, I might have been drilling on that motherfucker.
Yeah, hell yeah. Claiming half of them for no reason.
Well, Uptown. No, because there was a time when I was growing up where like people was coming home from jail and they was like, yo, there's as many Uptown people locked up for attempts and murders as anybody else in the city. But the city on the streets wasn't looking at it that way. And it was nothing to glorify, but like, this is my neighborhood. I wake up every morning to somebody getting found in their fucking driver's seat of their trunk.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So y'all acting like nothing happened up here, and we are going through it. Like in a real way. Somebody doing it. Mm-hmm. But anyway, off of that. Because we in Vanilla Durangos and what did I say it was?
Vanilla Durango, baby.
What kind of avalanche? Mocha avalanches.
Chocolate cherry kisses for bitches.
Silly as hell.
There he is.
Don't put a beat on Sam. Don't do that.
I'm not going to do it. And that's what's funny. And that's what I actually wanted to talk about earlier. Like, it was funny as hell. Like, you might not know. He reached out to me. He said, while we doing the interview, can I play the song? And I'm like, this ain't the radio. Like, we going to attach it. It'll be at the end of this. At the end of this, when it'll be the outro. Right. But that's how confident he is in the music he making now. He wanted to play it in front of the people, in front of me in real time and get real reaction and discuss it. That's what he was trying to do. Mm-hmm. And that kind of makes me excited about it. Even before I heard the record, I was like, oh, he hype.
Now, how long have y'all known each other?
It's 2017, maybe? Right?
I'm about to say it's probably about 6 years.
About
I was
6
at
years.
Blockaway for 6 years, and I think I met him either on my first year, probably my first year,
Yeah.
Probably my first year at Glockaway. He's pulled up on me randomly so many times just to show love or whatever. But I always make him get on camera and always grind him up.
Always, bro. Always.
Like,
That's important.
He had weird Instagram names. You know him when he had the weird names. What was your name?
Man, get out of here. Show's over.
Which one?
The girl called him something. A ginger something. You was a ginger snap. He was a ginger snack.
No, ginger snack.
He was a ginger snack.
Yeah. Listen,
I'm like, bro, your name. I said, yo, sit down.
We got two gingers in the room, man. I got my boy Josh. Come over here.
Come on, Josh. You can show
him on the camera
ginger
real quick, bro. We got to hit him with the.
No, bring the camera. That's your prop. I mean, that's your. You know what I mean?
Come on in here, man. But
it's cool. That's what you're doing right now, right?
Yeah.
So Josh is a producer. He's on our team.
I'll slide out.
He grinds with us, but the other.
Y'all just made this weird.
Man.
I was about to say my camera's moving.
If you didn't sit, why did you get up? You just made it weird.
I was gonna slide back.
He was gonna sit on your lap, dog. What happened?
You keep trying to put people on people's laps. Stop.
Not me.
All right.
Not me.
That's the second time you said that.
No, I didn't. Why you hearing wrong, Sam?
But to my man
So this is Josh. Josh, introduce yourself. Say what's up.
Josh, also known as JC47. Follow me on Instagram.
JC47, my guy. Salute to you. Thanks for coming.
Makes hard trap beats, drill beats. He does a bunch of everything, man. We also have our boy Kev from KRAZY Productions over here behind the mic.
He done picked up and put down about 3 different devices since he been here.
He does.
Film, y'all. I don't know.
He's
what's
a
the
pro.
difference between
He's on his shit, man.
He's the pro.
He's getting behind the scenes shots. It's going down there. I've been watching you work, Pippa. You don't miss a moment, do you?
Just gotta let him know, man. Y'all need video production. KRAZY Production right there, man. Kev will get you right.
No, that's dope. Always need a team. Always need a team. I forgot what we was talking about before you introduced
You were
me.
trying to clown me on my Instagram names and
Yeah,
shit.
man. You was a fucking ginger snack. Did you know when he was a ginger snack?
Hold on, why is that negative?
I was at the
wanna
show
hear what's
when
up
she
with
called him a
Sam's.
ginger snack.
Look at why is that funny to you, Sam? What's bad
There's
about
a
that?
female in the room going crazy
What's
right now.
what is so funny about that?
Why would you want your identity to be something that someone complimented you? That's so fucking vain. That's so dainty.
All right, I'm leaving, man.
That is
Fuck
so
you guys.
dainty.
Fuck sipping with Sam, dog. I'm out this shit.
That's dainty.
It's not dainty. I change my
So I
shit all
should
the
have named
time.
myself Fly Ass Sammy.
I mean, maybe if you wanted to be.
No, man.
Listen, Sam, you can be whoever you want. You can be whoever you want.
But you wanted to be a snack. That's what I'm saying. Like, she said snack, and you was like, I like that.
It had a ring. It hit me in the ear in the right way. I said,
It had
I
a
like
ring.
that. That's all. Shit.
Does she have a
Am I still a ginger snack? No, she ain't got a ring.
Shout
Am I
out to
still a ginger
LC,
snack?
man. You funny as hell. You sweating too.
I am
you
sweating,
under
man.
pressure.
You've been cutting me up. Molten lava over in this motherfucker. Y'all see me, man.
Cinderello, am I doing too much?
I don't know what's
The
going on
man
with him right
named
now.
you Cinderello. I gotta get him back for us.
Yeah, but I'm not pressed on it.
He said, I ain't
just
really worried
chilling.
about
I
it.
ain't
Yeah.
pressed either, man.
They're growing in numbers though. We got a lot of redheads
Yeah,
back
you
there, man.
better
We're
watch out,
outnumbered.
But that's
It ain't gonna be for me. It's gonna be the other. That's
man.
it, man. You're gonna see red, and that's it.
We in my studio. Home field advantage. I ain't tripping.
Home field advantage.
Trust me.
Home field
Doors
advantage.
closer than
Listen,
anything else you need.
We gonna come back in 6 months. He gonna have a couple red dreads. Like, yo, what
I'm
happened?
enjoying the game.
What happened?
Y'all wouldn't have
I would
me.
love that.
Y'all would
love
not
that.
have me.
I would gladly. You could be an honorary ginger whenever you want, my guy.
Now this is where I'm gonna get him at, and you my
Oh,
witness.
man.
You my witness. He don't like people that steal the women.
Me?
Yeah, if
Me?
I'm with you, I'm gonna get him. So then you gonna start not liking me, and then you gonna try
This
to
is
make a
true.
band with me 8 months later.
Man, that sound like a bad episode of Friends. The hell is you talking
That's
about?
what happened with y'all. You was hating on my
Yeah,
man.
but I will say, in his
then y'all got
defense,
cool.
in his
I got
defense,
better, right?
he has been growing. He has
You
been growing.
matured. I'm proud of you. Do you want to drink, Josh? My bad. I got
I'm good,
alcohol.
thank you.
I got water. All type of shit. You good?
I'm cool, thank you.
How about you?
Appreciate it.
All right. So you can't drink on live. I understand you got sponsors. That's heavy.
So before all the ginger hatred that just happened,
I love ginger. Y'all just not going.
you was talking about how we met and shit at Glockaware. We was talking
Yeah,
about that.
we met about 6 years ago at Glockaware, I believe, and he literally like. It's certain people that just pull up for It's certain people that pull up wanting cameos, and there's certain people that pull up and be like, "Yo, how y'all been? What's going on? I needed the energy." And don't care about being on camera. And he was definitely one of those. And when I had the video shoot, he stayed there for fucking 4 hours with us, cause Bruno was actually 3 or 4 hours late for his own video shoot that day. But he was there the whole day. I mean, Summers was there the whole day. I apologize. Whatever. Anyway,
Got him. We went to barbecues, bro. We used to do some shit.
He's been at a bunch of my shit. Like he's
Yeah,
not.
hell yeah.
He's not one of them. Like I only got a handful of people since I've been in this business that really randomly call me just to check on me, or randomly pull up. Like I ain't say I was coming, but I had time. And you know what I mean?
That's important.
Yeah,
It's
hell yeah.
super
Just from a standpoint of just being boys. You know what I mean? So
And-
just to check on. You don't know where someone's head's at.
Sure.
bro. I don't
check
check.
Let me-
I don't check on my friends enough.
Me,
Let
yeah.
alone
Everybody
associates
says,
and
yeah,
business
everybody's
Yes,
like that.
yes.
Like I'm one of them.
You know what I will?
I should do better.
I will
I
say
feel that,
about
I feel
Sam
that.
too. Like when I went there, I met him at Glockaware. I went there for somebody else.
Yep.
But Sam just showed me so much hospitality. It was like we've been boys for 10 years when I pulled up. I mean, all jokes aside, we break each other's balls, but that's how we do it.
Yeah, because
if you was quiet with me, I would think something's weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's how we always gave it up.
So yeah, of course, man. It's just solid dude, man.
No, but I think the funniest joint was the cop sunglasses, yo. That might have been the funniest time with you, bro. Cause you was literally looking at me like, really, my sunglasses, like.
People was checking me for wires. The fuck you mean?
Everybody in the room was like, what just happened?
The whole energy switched up.
Hey man, shout out to Glockaway.
Shout out to Glock.
I always felt safe in that building.
Always, yeah. Say the same thing for sure.
Say that. Always felt safe in that building. But all right, we got the project. We finding the vibe. Is there? You said you have a direction for the next vibe.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You said that the next vibe direction is another fusion. What would be the difference then?
Go ahead, G.
Well, I think now that we've seen the responses that we got for our first project, I think it kind of gave us an idea where we should be going. So rather than going into a lane, we know the highway, so we know what lanes we can shift to.
Talk that shit. I'm telling you,
So,
preaching.
The flavors that we put into the first EP, we kind of tried to incorporate. I'd say during the beat production process, we have all the tracks basically picked out, but we tried to find the same energy and space it out accordingly so we can capture that. Now, it took us a minute to write the lyrics to the last one just because before we were doing too much.
Way too busy.
And that came from our backgrounds because his background's a musician as a guitar player. Mine was all those other instruments. So when you solo and stuff, I played a lot of jazz and stuff like that. You fill up that space during the improv. You try to shoot your shot, show everybody who you are, and then get it done. Right. So when we write our lyrics, we're like, let's do as much as we can, as fast as we can. We didn't realize it.
It's got to be in the pocket. It's got to breathe.
Yeah,
know what I'm
breathing.
Same way we got to tell records to let the beat breathe sometimes.
Right. Yeah. Same exact shit.
Right. Artistic silence. You know.
Intentional.
Yeah.
Intentional.
And once we started doing that, we realized that we even liked our stuff a lot more. A lot of input we got, even Josh and Kev.
No, it's the difference between making shit people liking it and the shit that you like to listen to.
Right. We had to realize that maybe what we like the most isn't what should be professionally, I guess, what we put out.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
So we did.
Redman didn't make volumes of There Is a Dark Side. He left that at a moment and kept it moving.
Yeah.
Right.
So we did like some behind the scenes listens. We let some people that we really trusted, which Kev and Josh were in a central part of. We let them listen to. We brought them out with us, and we let them hear like our initial project, and that's when we realized like, man, we're doing like a lot. We're doing too much.
Whoa, not your turn yet. Hold on, 1 second. How many songs got annexed?
Okay.
After the listening process?
Remember that? Well. So we had an initial listening process. There was a week over the summer. Remember that? 1 week we banged out 7 or 8 tracks. It seemed like he'd come over with a beat. We were just in the mode. He came
7 keepers.
Yeah, we were like, he wrote the beat. He came over. We wrote the lyrics together. I'd record the vocals overnight. Next one, and every single day we did one. It was the craziest. Still to this day, it was the craziest thing ever.
So when the energy's right.
Yeah, so we did that, and then we annexed 5 of them.
Yeah, to get to where
they just weren't there. They just weren't there. They have special parts, but we realized that they only had special parts.
Wasn't a complete vibe.
Right. You're out of a vibe, and I know where you're like, well, that part's hot, and then it would go back to just something that didn't make sense. You could just tell the lyrics didn't match the beat, or the beat didn't match the lyrics.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes for me too, being guitar player coming from like the rock world, like we wrote songs very differently. You know, like it would be like a part as a verse. The pre-chorus would be something different, and then it would get big for a chorus.
And a lot of refrain.
Yeah, a lot. But with this type stuff, we can't be having 3-4 parts because it just pulls away from the continuity of the song. Again, learning process for that stuff too.
Because I mean, there was a time in rock where the song was supposed to start off mellow, start off slow, and then jump up, and then come back down mellow, and then
had to have them
it
dynamics.
was like but every song was doing it. It was about the way that they presented it, kind of like drill rap in that way. But
right.
Then when you try to translate that to another energy, it doesn't conform the same way because you've lost this. This isn't nothing really matters. This ain't that.
You just got a little rhythm, baby. I love that shit.
Nah, you know that's my shit.
Hell
But
yeah.
like, no, it's a difference.
It's 100% it
Definitely a
is. Yeah.
difference. Because and like y'all say, you talking about rhythms and vibes and things that's melodic and all type of things that translate in a different way. A lot of that shit is just we right here. Let's stay right here. We love it here.
Exactly.
We love it here.
Be wandering.
I'm not moving my hips no other way for 5 minutes. We right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's different energy than people that's waiting to go.
Yes. Yes. We're creating an atmosphere.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
That's
A different atmosphere, because all music creates an atmosphere.
Everything's a vibe.
Right.
But if we create it with intention. Then
Right.
we want to make sure that if this is where it's playing at, then they can play the next song too.
Right. Right. It's a
That's
formula.
What we're talking about as far as from the first project to the second project.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now it's like, all right.
So now
cool.
we got the structure down, and now we got the wheels in motion. We wrote one so far, so.
I never said you weren't smart. Smart ass. It's definitely the next EP is an evolution of this. It's strengthening the good ideas and the things that we figured out on this one.
Yeah, I need
It's
parts.
gonna be hard.
And the art of not.
Put something down.
Yeah.
I love that.
And we're not settling for this next EP.
No.
Like, we don't want any. If a part don't fit right, then we're not keeping
We
it.
don't love. If we're
Yeah.
not excited about it.
Yeah.
How can we expect other people to be excited about it?
That's how it should be. I mean, first of all, you're in control of it.
Right.
And while you're in control of it, you have to control it.
Right.
Second of all, it's like when I was on radio, when I do radio, it's like your song comes on and you're not excited. How the fuck is this the first time we heard it? We supposed to be more excited than you? You don't believe in this motherfucker? Or you too cool to your own shit?
Yeah.
Like that's not appealing. It gets you nowhere, because at the same time, usually when somebody picks something, they've seen the energy to it, they've seen the reaction, they've seen it go off in the club, they've seen it at a party, they've seen somebody TikTok or whatever viral thing goes along with it.
Yeah.
If you're playing something in front of me, I don't get that. I gotta get that from you. You gotta show
Right.
me how to dance to this motherfucker. You know what I mean? How was you nodding when you made the beat?
Right.
Like something.
Right.
That's something I want to ask, because y'all both are instrumentalists and producers. Have you ever? I had this thing where I was in the studio one time, and the producer was playing beats for us, and every time this one part of the beat came on, he kept doing this ad lib or this sound that wasn't on the fucking beat. And I was like, if you hear it, why don't we hear it? Do you understand what I'm saying? Has that ever been a thing? Like, do you ever get to the point where it's like that's what's missing and been right or wrong?
Yeah. Oh, both ways. We've added parts last minute. We could have actually even one and only. We added ad libs right at the end. We thought it was done. We were vibing to it in the car, and then I sang like a line, and he was like, "Oh, that needs to go in the track."
Yeah, because
That needs to go in the track.
Then it
Right.
fits.
Right.
You're the producer.
Right. So we added it in right at the end, or sometimes we would take something out where it was stomping on something else in the track.
Yeah. Need to breathe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest problems for a lot of producers, and a lot of the biggest ones that I've been watching a lot of interviews lately. When I see them talk, they said like a lot of the times minimalizing was the strong suit for them.
It's exactly where we're at right now.
But I mean, you also don't know what my voice is going to do. Right? Like I tell people all the time, if you'd have heard the instrumentals of some of the songs that you fucking love, you would be shocked. It ain't so much beat as it is what's over that beat. You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
A lot of those beats are very simple.
Yes.
But
Yes.
if I come in and say, put your right hand up, put your left hand up, put your right hand up, put your left hand up, it turns into another vibe. But when the other person that heard that was like, I don't even know what they doing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where do I put a hook at? Where does the energy come from?
Yeah.
You got to give creatives the respect for what they do over that.
For sure.
You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So I would just think it would be a fucking clusterfuck for me to have to create the sound and create the vibe, because I would be I'm my biggest critic type of thing.
Everybody is.
Nothing
for
would
sure.
get done if
Yeah.
I had to
Yep.
do both.
Yeah, we
I'm
all
not
like
Kanye at all. I wouldn't do shit if I had to
Right.
do both.
But that's tough. That's the part about making beats that's hard that, we both had to take a look at as well. Like,
peeling it back.
yeah, like taking stuff out of where the verses are supposed to be. Just because we like a part, an instrument or an effect or a sound, we can't fill in the space where the vocal's supposed to go.
So
You
where
know
did
what I
the
mean?
throwaways go? Y'all producing for other people? Are y'all selling these beats? Are y'all putting them online? Are y'all what's going on?
Yeah,
what's going on? What we tossing in? Is it being recycled or is it garbage?
It will be for sure. We kind of been focusing on this project, but we're gonna be doing sample packs coming soon with
because the music is still good, even if y'all made it.
Even pushing out just beats for licensing. That stuff's coming from me, Cinderello, and Josh. We're all putting together some beat packs. So
underscores soundtracks. Y'all done that yet?
We haven't.
Not
But
yet.
we'd like
That's part of the plan, though, right?
Yes. Kev, come up over here, bro. You ain't got.
I got a Josh question though, real quick. Come on, Josh. I'm gonna hand you the mic. Come over here.
Here, Josh and Kev, y'all hop in, man.
Solid.
All right.
Still gonna get a shot?
Sit down. Stop moving. I got my set. Y'all good. Let him move around. He can stay in where Josh was just at for now. And we gonna get to him. I got you, bro. We all good.
All right, you got it.
But have you ever thought about scoring something?
Yeah, I thought about it.
Like a whole bed, right?
Yeah.
What would have been your idea, thing, movie, concept, whatever the score that you've seen? Like something that you saw, you was like, if I did that, it would have been crazy.
I don't know.
It is a random ass question.
Yeah, it is.
But what's
caught
something
me
that you
off
respect
guard.
on a level that you would have been like, damn, that would have been up my alley?
I don't know. I have to think about it.
Is this a hard one?
It's a
Is it a
hard
hard
question,
one?
yeah.
No, because like I've actually thought about even voiceover work, right? Everybody got a unique voice for the most part, and everybody has a way of doing they voice their way.
Yeah.
I've thought about doing that shit, and like you watch certain shit, it'd be like, I don't know, what's the joint? The Secret Life of Pets. Like I might have could have been one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I was just
yeah.
wondering, as a producer,
Facts.
was it a similar thing for you, where like you see people doing things and you like, I could have killed that. Or if there's a what type of vibe would you want to create for? What genre of film would be the best for you to cut your chops on?
I don't know, but I've definitely I've tried a little bit here and there, but I definitely want to make like cinematic like soundtracks and shit. And I heard there's good money in that too.
Absolutely. It's big. It's good money on being that sound that come up before the Warner Brothers at the beginning of the fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's what, 5 seconds?
Intro.
That's money.
Eating forever off.
It's money. It's money, and let's get ready to rumble. His voice is insured for more than your family.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
So all of this matters, but no, that's dope. Good luck with everything, though. But I just was intrigued by that because I always be wondering, like, when we start talking about the scoring thing, that's a real thing. That's sound effects. That's pulling songs together. It's very intentional. So like a motherfucker might say, "Yo, I would kill a belly," and another motherfucker like, "I can't wait to do a Halloween joint." Two different energies.
For sure.
You see what I'm saying? So I would just ask you that. You ain't had to have an answer, but think about it, man, and work your way towards that because you're going to kill it.
That would definitely be
man.
something
You're
dope
going
to
to kill
do.
it.
Yeah.
Placements in general.
Placements.
Since we got the mic loose, pass it to the other side of you,
Kev.
man. Introduce yourself to the people one more time, man.
Alright, man, what's up, man? This is Kev's Crazy P, Crazy Production on Instagram. Damn, I froze up. Hold on.
You good? Bring it back.
My first time, yeah.
It's like a freestyle. Bring it back.
The Dark Knight.
Right.
This how you do it. I am sipping with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together.
You know what's crazy? I saw the podcast. You had 21-year-old on here. I seen you was talking about that, but
It took Sam 3 years to
I
break
fucks
that.
with him. He checked me out. He talk about my youngin. That's what's up.
Yeah. So all right. So we live sipping with Sammie. It's Crazy P, Kev, Crazy Production on Instagram. I'm Vanilla Durango's main filmer. We got a lot of projects in store. We got a lot of concepts coming out. So just stay tuned to Vanilla Durango, and
And that's what it is.
Enjoy the podcast.
Hold that mic a little bit longer. You ain't gonna get out that quick, man. You talking to me, bro. But
It's just weird being like, I'm always behind the camera.
I know, no, that's why I'm gonna make you sweat. Fuck that. Y'all be putting them lights on us.
sweat for
Y'all put
45
them lights
minutes,
on us all night. We be trying to hide in the club, the light be on. No, you got sweat too.
Nah, I be seeing
Get
people
it.
like,
But Crazy P,
yeah, Crazy Production, Crazy P.
what makes you crazy?
So my Instagram name was Kevio Crazy, like my name page. So
Why?
I
Because
just-
you dance better than everybody?
Nah,
Like,
I'm
where'd you
just-
get crazy from? You not telling me where crazy
so
come from.
crazy just come from like having I just feel like I have a crazy mindset sometimes. Like I'll set crazy goals for myself and try to achieve them, and then I get
like that.
backlash from family, friends, and stuff like that.
Because they don't understand.
They don't understand.
So that's crazy. I get
yeah,
it.
crazy.
That's dope.
And that stuck with me for like about like 3 years, and then after that I started doing videos, and I just put Crazy Production as a film genre.
I fuck with it because you talking about how people see your work ethic or see what your goals are, and that makes sense because as creatives, that's 98% of us. People don't understand until you on the Oscars or some shit. You know what I mean? Until you on a Pepsi commercial, like they don't get it.
Right.
Your mom would still be like, you need to be an accountant, like you know what I'm saying, shit like that. So that makes sense. What made you want to fuck with these guys, man? Was you in the gym too?
Nah.
Oh, all right. You wanted in the gym. You like me.
So these guys, I actually did a podcast intro for mixed by Brent, and was there. That's how I networked with
Who's
Ian.
that?
Mixed by Brent.
No, who's that other name you said?
You talking about Summers?
Summers was there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cut.
No, we good.
That's good.
We good. I already did it. Go ahead.
All right.
He was there.
Yeah. So my man was there. What's your name again, bro?
Summers.
All right.
1M.
Yeah. So Summers.
We taking these boys back to the drawing board tonight. Saying they coming in next time like Summers 1M.
No.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep it G.
I'ma take
He's
it
actually
in.
doing very well.
He is.
He's
fucking
doing
with
good. He's thinking too much, but he's actually
You know what?
answering everything very well. You're not as bad as you think.
Not
Trust
at
me.
all. The
Trust
bullshit's
me. I
flying
interview
this
people
way.
all the time. You're
Sam
doing
hit
great.
me with the bullshit, so now I gotta keep it going that way.
No, I mean I am Sam.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. So what made you fuck with them is you bumped into him at the podcast joint.
Yeah, so I bumped into him in there, and then we just stayed. Me and him had a good conversation there, and then a couple months later, he brought this idea up to me. We linked up at his place, and I've been fucking with him ever since.
Cash
day
App
one.
always on time. I know.
Yeah, like he good money. He good money. I like having people like this, the good vibes, people that got the same mentality. You feel me? Just like we hear same minds basically. So. Yeah.
And that's literally why I asked him, because it's an energy thing.
Yeah.
Felt this vibe. Didn't have a saxophone or none of that shit. And said he could contribute and respect it
And this
where he
before we
presented.
listen to the music, like
No, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's
come
dope.
out and see what's going on.
No, that's dope. I fuck with that, man. Well, much success, man, and keep going crazy.
I appreciate
Keep
it.
going crazy. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Let them call you crazy all the way to the fucking bank. All the way to the Grammys, all the way to the Oscars, all the way, because you bigger things gonna come.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
And
yeah.
they're both of them are real smart dudes, man. They're on their shit.
No.
They're great additions to the team. We also have this dude Billy, who's our manager. He's not here today, but me and Cinderello.
Is Billy a white guy?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just asking.
Wow,
because-
hold on. What does that mean, though?
All right.
I don't see color, Sam.
No, it's not. Well, I do.
No, that's what
I do. I can't fucking help it. But
Come on, dude.
But no, one of my best friends growing up, the street name wound up being Will Gates. When we was younger, my dad tried to explain to him, like, you ain't gonna want people to call you Billy forever. Yeah. And he argued my dad down, which was crazy because why are you arguing with my dad? Like, he grown, he know everything. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, that's my name. Why wouldn't I want that to be my name? This and that. He wasn't cussing, but it was just weird.
Right.
And then went to college and became Will Gates. So it's just like when it's an older person named Billy, I assume an older black man no longer wants to be Billy. It becomes Big Willie style. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's fair.
so that's why I asked that. It's just an internal thing. It's not even racially motivated. It's literally from something that I watched my homie do it. Then I watched him conform to it. I was like, that's why I don't argue with my dad. He be knowing shit.
10 years later type shit.
Yeah, like really, because that it stuck out. And it wasn't 10 years, but yeah, it was a while later. But it was like, I always remember that time that you swore on everything that you would never become William.
And look at him now.
He's loving that shit.
I mean, shit. Will Gates is a great moniker, so they tell you he done all right.
Yeah.
That's how he played his part at some point, right?
Nah.
he ain't give it to himself. We don't name ourselves. You know what I mean? That's first things first. That's why I asked you where crazy come from.
Yeah.
Cause that's like to label yourself crazy.
Right. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I asked these questions for a reason.
It could go two different ways. Like
Sure.
hard left or hard right.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm not saying that it's wrong. I just want to know the reason.
Yeah.
I got a homegirl, Human Barbie, beautiful black girl. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, why the hell is your name Barbie? When she gave me the explanation, she didn't name herself. You see what I'm saying? And she's built a hell of a brand and a following and all that as who she is, and it's great because she is beautiful. But that Barbie stereotype is one of the things that first popped in my mind. And I'm like, you're not that. You a real one. You know what I'm saying? Like you play the game for real. Like you not arguing. You're not out here trying to be bougie. So why are you? But then I realized she got it from where she got it from. I respect that. So I just asked. Like these things are important to me because I want to know how we feel about ourselves. Because it projects.
Right. And
you're
it's
only going to get what you... Exactly. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Because you always say the right thing. It's your time.
Well, it's important to ask because, like, sometimes our gut reaction isn't the way we should react. You know what I mean? So, initially, when you hear Crazy Productions, you're thinking, oh, he's got to be a crazy dude. That's
I remember Crazy Eddie's back in the day.
But same thing, yeah. Was that the tattoo place?
No, Crazy Eddie's was the warehouse joint with all the TVs and shit. And he always had the lowest prices. So there's a lot of ways crazy could go for me. Like you could have been Crazy Eddie young boy. Like no, you can get your video for $40. Fuck with me. Like I don't know.
Hell yeah.
So that's
but you know exactly what I'm talking about. Them commercials used to be ridiculous.
Like screaming. Today only. Today.
Remember the guy that used to be on the radio talking about the strip clubs tonight at Onyx Club?
Oh my god.
If you're a Pisces.
Imagine the old white guy doing that on a commercial. That was Crazy Eddie.
Yeah.
That was Crazy Eddie. And then he went like bankrupt and some shit. Like they was on his ass. Like it got crazy.
Tax evasion.
Crazy Eddie turned into the My Pillow guy. It was like, oh man.
He got pillows.
He came back reprogrammed, yeah.
Motherfucker was like, he ain't cool no more. It got bad.
Ended up selling sham wows.
Yo, the sham wow is the best invention for cleaning cars ever, yo. That sham wow, you can wipe the motherfucker, wring it out, it be dry, and you can, man, it cut hours off of car washing. Damn. I played AAU basketball and we was poor. We used to have to wash cars to go on tournaments and stand on the corner and collect money and cones to go on tournaments. I'm sounding like I'm about to cry like a slave, but it's really felt like that. That sham wow, monumental. Changed the game. Oh, we ain't gotta keep recycling towels and laying them in the sun so they can dry. Game changer, bro.
Your mom said you clean the car, you grab the rags that's already wet. You like, damn, I'm supposed to do with this.
Exactly, and all you doing is
smothering the dirt back on.
A whole bunch of mildew everywhere. Yeah. But no, that's funny as hell. No, but I definitely want to know the next project name because Vanilla Durango feels like it needs a mocha avalanche, a strawberry Saturn. Strawberry Saturn is crazy.
We have the name.
We already got a name.
What's you giving it up today or no?
It's Cinderello.
Yeah.
Come on, we gotta hear it because we hear it.
Yo, can you like leave a van behind in one of the videos?
You ready?
You gotta leave one of your sneakers behind in one of the videos.
Audio narcotics.
Ear drugs.
Yeah, that's fire.
Ear drugs.
Ear drugs.
Ear drugs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ear drugs is so crazy.
It's like you putting Percocet in your ear.
We was talking earlier. We decided that a Vanilla Durango was actually a sex drug. So like,
y'all missed some shit.
We gonna say
honey. It's like honey. It's like the honey.
No, but what is the performance goal? How often do y'all plan to be out in these streets on these stages within the near future? Like, cause spring is coming. This is going to drop in a few weeks, so we're going to be damn near in spring. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So, like, do y'all have a situation set up? Y'all got to roll out for all of this where the people that's watching could be, like, part of the Vanilla Durango experience and get freaky with y'all?
We have some ideas set up. We don't have anything set in stone. That's, like, the last piece is the performance piece. Mm-hmm. You know, we put everything else together. But
y'all are both hams, so y'all have to perform.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
I'm not even going to do anything. I'm just going to dance. Well, he sings.
Wear a shirt.
DJ Khaled.
This is a payback, just recording.
As long as he's wearing a shirt, I'm good with it. I have a feeling as soon as this shit drop, he gonna stop wearing shirts and y'all gonna look at him different. That's all I'm saying.
I'm on my Ginger Rick Ross. Leave me the hell alone.
The crazy thing is I wasn't far from that when I said that. You are funny. You be knowing. You be knowing.
I
You with
did,
me.
man. He knows.
That's why this is my guy.
He knows
You was
what's
with
up.
me.
Shit.
That's hilarious.
You gotta embrace it. Wasn't that what you were saying earlier? You gotta embrace it.
I mean, shit, you couldn't beat him. You joined him.
I see. Now that ain't the narrative I told.
Y'all wasn't here earlier where he was
Here
like,
goes the
he
bullshit.
came in the gym, took all the women, and then he befriended them after hating them.
No.
Long
That's
story
not how
short.
it went. He used to bring me snacks and shit to the
He used
gym.
to
Like,
bring-
yo,
he used to
dog,
bring
you
you
look
energy
hungry.
bars?
Here, have
Peace
a-
treaties.
have a little
Treaties.
snack and shit.
He's bringing you G2?
G3 wasn't around yet, I don't think. That was 2010.
Have a Red Bull, dog.
Yeah.
You hungry? Oh,
Why are
man,
y'all
that's
sessions sober? What do y'all get out of doing sober sessions? I asked if it was mushrooms around. The motherfuckers like, what, no drugs, no drink. Is everybody recovering addicts?
Nah.
No,
Just a.
Because y'all ain't even sipping with
You know what the
Sammie,
problem
so
is? I'm
I
gonna be
gotta
honest
address the
with you.
elephant in the room.
You can pour me up a drink. I'll
Bro, you this glass is clean.
my boy.
the problem with the writing shit. Why we don't like
It's tequila on the bottom, it's all type of shit. Go ahead.
why we don't write, like have some drinks and write, is because I'll be saying some ridiculous shit, and as soon as I'm sober, I'll be like, that sucks. Why do we do that?
Oh, so you can't control.
You know, I
Yeah.
don't have a filter.
Some people, well, you don't have to be going to create, which is a good thing. Which is a good
For
thing.
sure.
Right.
Which is a good thing. But some people only get to certain levels when they
When
are.
they're fucked up, right?
Yours works the opposite.
Yeah.
Your excuse.
I just we when we linked back up, we were both on that wave. I got a lot of that from my history, from my family.
Mm-hmm.
I stay a certain path,
Mhm.
and I've learned to work around it.
And that's
So,
cool.
Yeah, and that's
That's
the way
cool,
I'm.
but it's literally like, you know, interesting thing to me because we all create in different circumstances. And if I come to your studio, I'm gonna probably smoke something, drink something. I don't know if I can smoke indoors, but
You're gonna do your thing.
calming my nerves is the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
We don't. Everybody has their process. You do what you gotta do. We do our shit. You know?
Yeah, but I don't judge nobody because, like I say, we all been through shit.
Mhm.
So
Right.
if, like you said, with my family background and what I know about how I run, this is how it. That's important to be said because that's respectable. Anybody's answer is respectable, but I mean that people don't ever say that part. Like I got homies that grew up in the craziest households in the world. They will never touch nothing. But
Some
when
real
we go
shit.
to the party, they party harder than the drunk motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They be on a 10. They dancing with everybody. They having they sweating hard. They probably need a new shirt after the club. And I'm like, I can't remember the last time I danced that hard sober.
Yeah.
But if you can get there, I'm not mad at it. I'm mad if you sitting in the corner like, I don't want to be at this party. Then I'm like, take a drink, nigga. Come on.
Relax. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But if you good where you at, I'm perfectly good
Yeah.
with that. You know what
And
I mean?
that-
I'm
that-
sipping with Sammie because I'm sipping.
Right.
right, and that's
Don't matter if you are.
that's part of how we got the name too, because we were thinking, how can we get people a place with just our music to get them to their comfort zone just by listening to what we put it into their ears.
Ear drugs.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we came across. We were like,
I'm gonna find a better word for it, but I like that right now.
yeah,
Audio narcotics, man.
I know. No, y'all found a better word for that. I'm trying to find a word to explain that. You need, you know what I mean? You need both sides. Like, this
Right.
is the genre. This is the way that you tell people, like, this is what that means. Ear drugs is very simple. We might stick with that.
yeah. But we
But
got
no, audio narcotics is dope. It sounds like, what was Pat Pooh's shit? Intelligent hoodlum or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a balance.
Makes you think.
Mm-hmm.
So how'd
Sure.
you get your name, Sipping with Sammie?
I'm somebody that when I was living a less valuable lifestyle, I spent my down times, the hot times, when it was pouring raining, in bars. When I eased out of that lifestyle, I had a bunch of bars I can go to every fucking day that I was familiar with, and that became like the thing to do. So Monday night, whatever, $2 Tuesdays, Wet Wednesdays, Thirsty Thursdays, all the best karaoke's. Like, I knew the spots.
Right.
And I used to be a promoter, so I actually know how to gauge, like, where I want to go when I really want to go out. So I spent a lot of time on bar stools. I've had a lot of great conversations. I've had a lot of meetings on bar stools. Like, most of my meetings happen when I'm drunk. But what happened was, one of my homies was like, every time I call you, you in the fucking bar. Who the fuck you think you is? Sam Malone? From Cheers.
I know what's yours.
I know
I
you're
said,
talking about.
that
He
works.
was like a bartender, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I said, that works. He actually wound up buying the bar, but we'll deal with that. So, like, all of that worked for me. You see what I'm saying?
It's true.
Yeah. It's the thing. I watch Cheers.
He used to
And
be a
then-
professional baseball player.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then I've always been Barstool Rube because as a young man, I was J Rigger, which when I got to college became Ruger because of my temperament. Rigger came from my homie that stuttered, that couldn't really say my last name. Ruger was the evolution of the temperament type of thing. Like, they was like, oh, you J Trigger. Matter of fact, you Ruger. Cool, whatever. I got to a point in my life where everything I did, it became Rug. When I was learning, when I was recording niggas in the studio, it became Barstool Rug. I mean, Pro Tools Rug. Pro Tools Rug. Like, they would say shit like that. Or I would wear a sweater to a basketball game. I would be like, Reverend Ruger. Like, it was always a thing. So Barstool Rug became a thing naturally. So when you start gauging what can I market, love Barstool Rug. Because that's my lifestyle mixed with my temperament. Like, that's, you know what I mean? That's that. But can I put that on your daughter's t-shirt?
Nah.
Sam Malone, Sipping with Sammie.
Right.
Because I could put Sipping with Sammie on a t-shirt and put a bottle on it.
Too, right?
I could put a bottle or sippy cup.
Flows.
You know what I'm saying? It's still
Yeah.
Sipping with Sammie.
Say the saying again with the Barstool.
I am Sipping with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together. It's already 2023. You already too late. This is Sipping with Sammie. I am Sipping with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together. That's what it is.
Get your life together.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a blessing. Because even though, like, I know my lifestyle, entertainment world wasn't in them bars with me.
Right.
So when I say, like, I'm the one you supposed to sip with, who knew motherfuckers was gonna give a fuck?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But if you carry yourself a certain way and you are who you are, then it comes out in the wash. Which is why you don't ever want to misrepresent yourself. Even though I didn't make up those names, I knew they fit.
Authentic.
Yeah.
That's why I believe. That's why I believe when you said that. Like, I truly believe that people should not make their own names up. Kind of just. I believe that people shouldn't make their own names up and kind of stick to what their life is and, you know, where they come from or whatever inspires you to be the best you at the moment, you know. So I definitely agree with you on that when you ask me that.
Yeah, it's a thing for me. And, like, I'm bold as hell. So I just ask random shit without no... Because I think that you can over ask a question. I think if I introduce the question to you, explain to you why I'm asking it, first of all, I'm bitching. Right? Because this is too much. Like, just ask the shit. Niggas sitting there waiting for you to ask it.
Right.
And then you might direct the answer. I want your realest answer. I don't want you to give me an answer based on a whole lot of fucking... You see what I'm saying? Boundaries and expectations that I set up because I'm scared that you're going to get upset that I asked you the question. That's crazy to me. That don't even make no sense. We in conversation. I'm trying to get to know you. You see what I'm saying? If you went to somebody else, they'd be like, who's your favorite director? What's your favorite 5 movies? When did you pick up a camera? And that's the end of your interview, bro.
Right.
You get along with it. Whatever else we talking about, and that's it. Nah, I want to know some shit that I want to know based on what I know about the behind the scenes of this business and about people.
Right.
So I'm gonna just ask you straight out, and I'm not gonna lead you in that way because however you answer, I'm good.
Right. You want the
I'm good.
authentic response.
But you're being recorded, so be responsible for how you answer.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to. He knows I don't cut no breaks with nobody, but I'm not an asshole in the way that he tries to make me seem.
Oh, here it goes, man.
It's literally calculated, and based on what you give me is what I can give to you.
Right.
When somebody posts something and say they in need of something, I know who to send where. I can't get there. We just joking and asking surface questions. That's bullshit, yo.
Yeah. Yep.
And
And everybody knows how to answer them already.
It's like that beginning entry level shit, man.
It's bullshit, bro. It's corny. It's the reason that you always fuck with me. I've never been that.
No.
I've never done that. I'm an artist too. I'm not gonna interrogate you and ask you the same fucking whatever questions, and I'm not gonna. If you give me something, one of the things that I try to do is give you something from me. Like if you go personal, like no, there was a time my uncle such. I get one up too. Shit that I don't even be wanting to touch on. You know what I mean? Shit I've been avoiding. Like I'll give it up on this platform because you went there with me, and it's like nah. Let's find balance in that. Because if we were sitting at the bar having this conversation, how would the conversation go?
Right.
Exactly.
Right. You want to reciprocate that same type of energy.
Because we human, man. We all trying to win, and most of us are creators, entrepreneurs, and motherfuckers that support people for a living.
Right. Yeah. And sometimes people, when they open up to you like that, that might be their avenue of release, and it might have been the first time they said that to somebody in years, or the first time ever to get rid of it, get it off their chest.
They needed to.
So for them to get judged in response or not get that back, they're going to feel like almost like I shouldn't have done that. I'll never do it again.
Cliff. I'm out there on a ledge by myself. I'm not going to leave you out there by yourself.
If I sit here and have a conversation, you get the one up on me, and I'm like, dang, I could take heed to that. So,
No, it's a real thing. Like we got to understand that this is part of it. If somebody sits here and says, yo, I never even told nobody this, that's a blessing, yo. That means they're comfortable with you.
Comfortable enough to say it.
That means something. I value that. I'm not like, oh shit, got me a clip. I'm like, shit, how can I relate to that in a way that he don't feel like he just jumped out there on his camera? Because halfway through that, they realize they're being recorded.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, because then the media come in and play around with words. Like you said, if you were just leading them to like a whole bunch of doors that you just can't open, the media gonna take it like that. And that's what they gonna make it.
That's what they're gonna make it. But one thing that we need to know about this time where everybody knows everybody's business and everybody feels like they can stand next to or talk to all of their famous people is that people want to know people.
Yeah.
They want to know who the fuck you are. They don't give a fuck about all of that other salacious shit as much as like, who is this person? I want to follow. People want to follow like-minded people. They want to follow people that move like them. Even if you might not make the music that they was championing. If you have the same story, they will support you.
That's the thing, yeah.
They will support you. I hate it. I didn't hate them. I thought Wiz was beyond me. I sat in the car one night, smoked some weed with the young boys. They was playing Cushion Orange Juice. I'm like, oh, this a vibe. And they knew every word, which fucked me up because it was new. They knew every word. We smoking. Niggas don't even sing when we smoking.
Right.
I'm like, this is crazy. So then, like, I watched the interview and I watched the blog and I watched something when he was on tour and I was like, I get it now. I ain't missed the Wiz tour since. But I had to identify with where this energy was coming from, where his music was coming from. Oh, you from Pittsburgh. I know Pittsburgh dudes that's from the projects out there, like, on the real. I lived with them before, in college and all that. And then it's like, oh, you an Army brat. Oh, you, like, now you start understanding shit and you lead with love. That's why you're not trying to do what they do. Right. I get it. I respect that. I support that. When I go and stand, I could buy front row tickets to every Wiz concert. Them joints ain't that fucking expensive. I like being on the lawn, smoking weed, dancing with the people. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
People got going on. Just
it's
be a real human.
That's the best part of his kind of show is being amongst the people. Like you get to be a hippie that day. Right. We sitting in the grass. What we doing? You know what I mean? And I'm a backstage motherfucker. I'm a balcony motherfucker. Right. But at a Wiz show, I'll be damned if I'm up close. Because it's a vibe. I want to fuck with the people. I didn't know that until I knew who he was. So when you're doing these things and people ask you certain things that matter, they're asking you because they see something other than what the people that's just trying to get a clip see.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? That's what we fighting for. It's like, nah, stop being cool.
Nah, yeah.
Be you.
Sure.
Unless you are
be the
cool,
hater that you are,
you know
and we can understand that you're the hater.
Right. And we gonna both go
I'm
on.
not a hater.
No, but we love how you hate.
You're the hater. Damn, man.
He hates with love.
Hate with love, Sam.
He's been hating me with love since I met him. Would you say 6 years?
Something like that. Something like that.
No,
I ain't the hater, bro.
Nah, you good. You super good. And they know that. They know you ain't a hater neither because one thing you do is you speak well of your team and you speak well of your intention. And that's not going to be missed with me cutting my shit at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that powerful. people got their own eyes, their own ears, and you a bad motherfucker, man. So salute to you, and thanks for always supporting me and pulling up on me and making sure I'm good. You know what I mean? Because you have no idea. Like I said, ain't much more than a handful. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not even as strong as I should be in that respect. So I appreciate that.
Always, man.
Cinderello, it's been a pleasure, bro. I'm waiting for you to write a memoir because he talked that shit. Like he could have been a pimp. He could have been
in another life.
He could have been
Pimping in a past life.
No, that's why you started hating on him in the first place. But anyway,
see, he give me a little bit, then he take it back.
Did he take it away? But fellas, I believe that y'all are a part of something that's decent, and I want y'all to keep supporting each other. I think that's dope as fuck. I think that one thing that I hear a lot of the times about people that are respected in the industry, there's two things. One, they're efficient and on time. Two, they with the same people they started with. Try to be both of those stories.
Yep.
Try to be both of those stories. If anybody wants to catch up with y'all, see what's going on with y'all, how do they do that? Give us the spill. He wants you to say it because you speak better.
Yeah.
Instagram. We're also on SoundCloud. We're on Spotify. All platforms.
Give them the Instagram name.
Vanilla Durango. That's all you gotta do is look us
Spell
up.
phonetically.
VANILLADURANGO.
Yeah.
It was messed up if he spelled it wrong now.
I mean, shit, man. Sipping with Sammie, bro. I be having to think like SIPPINWITSAMMI. Yeah, I got it. Like it's a lot.
It's valid because it's not hard.
You're right.
Because when they sent it to me, I'm like, alright, I'm sad man. Sipping with Sammie. Yo, I didn't have to go back to the message and check how to spell it.
Dope.
Nothing.
Dope. I've literally been standing in front of people and they like, I can't find you. And then when I look at their phone, it says sipping with, and I'm like, yeah, you'll never find me. You
I'm
never
not
gonna
gonna
find me that way.
Guilty. I did that once. I'm like, I can't find them in the videos. Dang.
Yeah,
Extra
so,
letters and shit.
But that's why I put my name on everything.
Vanilla Durango, everything. Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud. We have something for everybody. So whatever you're on, just check it out. We got something for you.
Yeah.
You know what? Y'all gotta get a Bruno track. Y'all need a Bruno track.
Can we get a Bruno and Sam track?
I'm talking about Bruno Mars.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about Bruno Mars.
I thought you meant Brown.
I'm talking about on the production side. I see y'all one day getting one of them joints where y'all like, hold up. Do we really want to sing to this? What we gonna do with this?
We have that.
Talks. We already have them talks, bro. We got
I
rock
be knowing
tracks.
shit, man.
We got Bruno tracks, rock tracks, house tracks, rap tracks.
Yeah, so set up the situation so we can get that out there to the people, man.
Yes.
Because one way or the other, if you don't get it to the original Bruno, you might get it to the next one. W for the next 20 years. But no, salute to y'all, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man. It's been a great time.
And we appreciate you.
This is Sipping with Sammie. I am Sipping with Sammie. Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together.
Big ass.
I'm the king of low key, show me that. Oh, I want it on